Hey guys, and welcome to FTM Transformers on YouTube. Today is Tuesday, July the 23rd, and we're going to be talking about names this week. For me personally, picking a name was all about my personality. I played around with a lot of different names for a while. I went through some names like Jason and Eric and all kinds of different names that I thought were cool at the time. And they weren't me. It wasn't, when I looked at myself in the mirror, I just couldn't say that name and feel like that's who I was. So I did some more research instead of just picking names from people that I knew or names that I thought sounded cool. And I came across Colby, and it was something that just magically clicked. It was kind of like the first time I said it to my face in the mirror, I knew that that's who I was. I knew that that was it, that I was done. If I had been born a boy, my name would have been Maurice James, which isn't a terrible name, but it's pretty old-fashioned for someone born in '86. So in one sense, I'm glad that I got to pick my name because it gave me the opportunity to find something that truly fits me. I can't see my name being anything else because when I hear my name, I know that they're talking to me, and I love it. I'm on cloud nine every time I hear my name. I think that the hardest part of choosing my name was not including my mom, and I decided to do that because I wasn't transitioning with any help. I wasn't transitioning, and I wasn't very open about it. So when I went through the name picking process, it was all me, and sometimes I feel bad about that, but I figured that it would be easier to just come out and have everything straightened out rather than involve her and cause her more pain, because I don't think that naming a child twice would have been easy for her. I don't think that any name I would have chosen would have been something that she approved of or something. I'm not quite sure. I had a lot of very, very mixed feelings about involving her in the name picking process, so I did it myself, and I'm not 100% sure that it was the best thing to do. She grew up with Megan for 24, 25 years before I actually started going by Colby, and I had picked Colby out when I was 19. So there was a delay in actually coming out with my name. A lot of people, when they change their name, they just change their first and middle name. I actually changed my whole name. I went from the initials MEG, and my name was Megan, which was pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. I liked bragging about that, to CJR. What I did was I picked my first name on my own for something that I felt was me. I took my grandfather's middle name, and then I took his first wife's last name, her maiden name, because she was the lady that adopted my mom. So that's kind of where my beginning comes from, is from this family that adopted my mom. And I just didn't like the way that my mom's maiden name sounded with Colby James. So the final thing that I had to do after picking my name and deciding that Colby is who I am was going and getting it legally changed. And I did all of this pre-T, pre-surgery, pre-everything. And it was probably one of the best decisions of my life because I finally felt like I was free. I finally felt like I was myself. So what I did was I went to LegalZoom.com and I had them print everything out and send it to me for about $100, $150, $175. And I signed it all, got it notarized, took it to the courthouse and filed a petition to have my name changed, which was then published in the newspaper, and I had a 30-day wait period before I could go to court. I went to court. The judge asked me if I was evading any debt or anything like that, and of course I said no, and she signed my paperwork, which was amazing. I went in there thinking that I was going to have to explain why I wanted to change my name and everything like that, and I didn't. The next step was to go and get my Social Security card changed, go and get my birth certificate changed, go get a new driver's license, notify the credit bureaus, and anyone that I may have had debt with. And it was, all in all, it probably took, aside from the 30 days, it probably took about a week and a half to get everything straightened out and everything settled. But it was the most liberating feeling I've ever had in my whole life. Because when I first got my driver's license, I think I showed everyone that I knew for like a month after. It was kind of like I finally have identification that recognizes me for who I am and not who I was born as. That was my name change process. It went from playing with names to picking a name to living with that name for a little bit and then getting it changed. So stay tuned for our videos for the rest of the week, and I will see you guys next week.